Anyways, I'm ready.
Okay, welcome to the Dullage. This is our podcast where we talk about the most ridiculous topics we can think of because we want to. I'm Shay.
And I'm Bobby.
And this is our topic for today. I picked this one. So, I hate the damsel in distress trope.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Do you mean like the straight up just, I'm a lady and I can't do anything for myself? Like that straight up? Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything for myself. Or like, I'm literally stuck in a tower. Come rescue me. Like, I hate that so much. But like, you can see it across all media, right? Like, you can see it in every book, every film, everything like that. There's always like this, oh, save me. I don't know how to do anything for myself. And you're like, I hate that chick.
Yeah.
I hate her, and I hate the person rescuing her. I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the guy who's like, I accept you. And I'm like, why are you accepting her? What a waste. What a waste of space.
What has she done?
Yeah.
Okay. So like,
anyways.
Okay, but here's why. I have multiple reasons why. Okay, and it's not just because like I'm some crazy bra burning feminist or whatever. Okay, it's. Oh, I shouldn't probably say that. Maybe
why?
cut that out. Anyway,
we are for women.
I'm for women. I am a feminist, but I'm not a nutso one. Okay. Anyway, here's my thing. This whole idea comes from like the rescue of Andromeda or the rescue of Helen of Troy, right? And there's very romanticized versions, both in like Greek and Roman history, and then it just poured over into Western tradition. I haven't studied enough Asian stuff to know if they also have this stupid, ridiculous trope.
Probably.
I know, probably, because it's a very human thing to do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, is it's not real. Like, historically, it just didn't happen.
Never, so, like, ever? There was never a lady that was like, yeah, I'm not giving enough effort. I need someone to do this for me.
Okay,
help me. You're saying that's never happened?
So no, like where a woman has like been kidnapped and she's been put in a tower or whatever, and a knight has to come and rescue her. It just doesn't happen. Like
that's never happened and ever.
If you scour historical records throughout time, that is not how this went down. It is
Nobody's
not how it went
ever
down.
Been locked up in a place and they gotta get them out.
You can't ever say never because we don't have every historical experience
ever.
Have, but if that were like a common thing that happened on the frequent, it would be written down.
People would start knocking down towers because they're like, we're not doing this.
Here's what they did.
Wait,
right.
Do you mean tower specific, or do you mean like no one's ever kidnapped someone and held them hostage?
Like,
because that's
that
real.
happens all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
So are you saying that you're anti-tower?
No, I'm anti the whole concept of it was like this damsel in distress that was so young and gorgeous, and she laid on a couch waiting for someone to come and pick her up. Right? That's not how this went down. I will explain to you how this went down. Okay.
Okay.
Usually, what happened is it was men being kidnapped, which is hilarious. So they're out on the battlefield or whatever, and they like get captured, and because they're an expensive human being, they ransom them, and that's how that goes down. Now, it did happen to women too, because their husbands are out on the battlefield. Right. So now there's a woman stuck at home,
right?
Who's married. She's married, and what they do is they come and they take her for sure. But it's more of like one of those things where they knock on the door and they're like, "So do you want us to burn your village, or will you walk outside?"
Oh, I was gonna say it's a 7 brides for 7 brothers, and they just sack her and they just take her to the the mountains.
No, I was reading a historical account of this in preparation for this because I have a problem with it. Anyway, so there's literally this one dude, her husband was out to fight,
right?
And the enemy dude like walks into her house and is just like, "Hey, do you want to go pack your bags? Because I'm gonna take you." And she was like, "Oh yeah, thanks. I'll go pack my bags." So she went, she packs her bags, she gets all put up on the horse and everything, and then like
she didn't even bring a knife to like yank him when they get
because it was just that common. So then what they do is, if the woman's rich enough, then they ransom her. If she isn't rich enough, or
then they just gank her.
Well, yeah, if they're not willing to like negotiate, like if the dad isn't willing to negotiate or the husband's not willing to negotiate, they're like, "Oh, you can marry her now.
You can keep her.
You can
just
keep her. Yeah, you can keep her."
So wait, what if she ends up being not worth the money and she's ugly? Then they just like
Well, then you can appeal to the king, but you're still in that person's care. So
they probably just off you.
Yeah,
if you're just
or whatever,
like,
or you just become now a ward of their little court or whatever, and they're just like,
I
guess I'm
not
gonna
marry
rescuing.
you. You're just a servant now.
So the other thing that would happen too is widows were a huge target in this whole market of
why? Who's gonna pay for them?
Because they own their husband's lands, kind of.
Oh,
right. But if you get married again, now you're belongs to your husband. So the women who were being historically kidnapped are not young damsels in distress. They are widows and married women, and they're probably old and frumpy with 7 kids.
Oh my
It is not the women that you think are getting there or getting kidnapped. So it just didn't happen that way, ever. Like,
you should write a book about that, where a lady in her like 50s gets taken, but make it a comedy.
Make it a comedy. That's
because that's funny. Right down your lane.
That would be hilarious. Anyway, so that's my historical problem with it, okay? So it just didn't ever happen. My second problem, I've got so many problems with this, but we're only going to do these 2.
Sure, sure.
My second problem with it is that rescuing a damsel in distress is like the worst foundation for a future relationship, because you're experiencing something at the height of stress and drama, like dragons and car chases, and then you're going to go home and try to be domestic. You're going to try and make decisions about curtains. That's not a great foundation.
If you can
for
make
a
it through the
relationship.
dragon stuff, then you should be able to make it through the curtain stuff.
It makes the woman a prize. Like, if I conquer this mountain, if I chop down this tree, if I climb this tower, I have now achieved the golden prize, and now it's mine. And now I have to make decisions with the golden prize about really boring and domestic stuff. There's no adventure in that. That's super boring for the guy. And for the girl, she's like, oh, this is so boring. Like, nothing will ever happen again. He'll never love me enough to cut down another tower or whatever, or kill a dragon or something.
Who says?
I don't know. I just feel like it's a really bad system for finding a future spouse. Like,
I don't know. I'm just like, I figure I'd be more worried, like, you get up there and then she's like, ew, you're ugly. And then you'd be like, mother freaking, I'm climbing back down. Locks the door, gets back out. Or you get up there and you're like, not that she's not hot or something, but like, if her personality is bad and you're like, ew, this was a bad choice. I did all this for you. You know?
Like
that's
system.
what I'm more worried about than like, because I'm like, if you get up there and then you guys like, oh, nice, you're cool, I'm cool. And then you're like, and then you get down and you're like, nice, we made it through. High five.
I think
and
you're
then
gonna be better off with an arranged marriage, honestly. Like, I really, because at least then people know who you are. If you're just like some random knight from that country over there, it's like, oh, I heard there's a princess in that tower. I'm gonna go rescue her. You don't know her. You don't know her, people.
That's what I'm saying. Then it's a risk. And if you're willing to do the risk, then it's high risk, high reward.
No, reward. I don't think women should be viewed as a reward.
I'm not saying she's a reward. I'm saying, like, nice, I just got a cool relationship.
No.
And then you work it out, and if it don't work out, then you're both released, and you're like, bro, I'm cool. Because I climbed, and I killed a dragon, and I climbed up a tower. And then what? Then, now your resume is like, nice, now I'm going to go find a regular lady. And I'll be like, bro, if you have an incident, I can fix it.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're like, the woman will be like, nice, I need water. And they'll be like, cool.
No, I hate it all. I hate it so much. much.
To be fair, I am a person who does not usually take help. I'll do what I can to the most extreme point to do it by myself before I'm like, I need help. I literally cannot pick this up, or I am in some way physically incapable of doing it. So I'm not I don't like those women on that thing, but I'm not opposed to it happening in fake history.
Okay, so in fake history, fine. I'm like lean towards your side of things too, though, where it's like, you know what, like, I want to do as much as I can myself first, because, you know, individual pride, or just, you know, I want to do stuff.
I just don't want to bother the people most of the time.
Well, there's that as well. But then, like, at a certain point, like, I don't want you to rescue me. I want you to
assist me.
Yeah, assist me.
Yeah, assist me in it.
I want to do
I'm not
this.
tall enough. Could you do this? And now I will continue on my quest doing what I was going to do, and you don't need to help me again until I have another bypass where I cannot pass. Yeah.
I want a partner, not a person with a knight complex. A shiny knight complex.
I don't want to just be the wagon.
Right.
Part. I don't need a horse and a wagon. I want to be
part of this whole plan.
The whole shebang.
I just don't like the trope. It just drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely nuts.
Maybe next time we'll talk about different tropes.
Oh, we could do that. That'd be super fun. Everybody list your tropes that you want us to talk about, whether we like or hate them. Because I have some that I don't know, whatever.
I
like that. It should go on the list.
It'll go on the list.
It'll go on a list and probably disappear somewhere.
into the thing, then we'll mark it red.
No.
Anyways, I
don't know. I'm curious what other people think about this, though.
I guess. I don't know. There's some people at work that are like that, where you'll watch them. There used to be a girl, this is my last story, and then we can end this. But she would walk to the back to get the riding lawnmowers, and they don't have gas in them, because we can't put gas in them. And she would then, a boy would push one out, because they need to take him out to the front of the store, and then she would ride one while a guy pushed it.
No.
So she would not.
0 stars. I don't
And if
like
there was
that.
no one there, she would go get the grills or whatever and take them out herself. But if there were guys hanging with her, she would not do the work.
No.
And I was always like, for the longest time, I was like, I do not like her. I do not like that at all. I got to know her and she's better than that. But at the time, I was like, I don't like you. I don't like that. You should push one. Them two push one. Get the job done.
Yeah.
And carry on. I don't care if you hang out after, hang out during.
Right.
Don't care.
Work alongside them.
Yeah. Work alongside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, there we go. Curious?
That's
Let
all.
us know what you think and send us your tropes that you want us to talk about.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.